All right, good morning, good morning. Hey, Mr. Nisha, hope all is well. Give me 1 second, I'm just getting set up.
Good morning, and no worries.
All right. What's up to YouTube? We are on YouTube today. So what's up to y'all? Give me a second. Trying to set this up so my guy can make some content out of this later. And we're gonna roll in a minute. Oh dang, I gotta put up my camera. Let's see. All right, good enough. Right, nobody joined us yet, but I think once they see us live on YouTube, they probably will. All right. What's up, everybody checking in on YouTube side? Appreciate y'all joining us. I'm gonna start answering questions in a minute from the Clean Biz Network, but y'all can sit here and join in and listen in to us while we do it. We do these calls every Monday through Thursday in the Clean Biz Network, which is right here. You can download the Clean Biz Network app, or you can come on the desktop version like I'm on right now. It's gonna look like this. Shout out to Ms. Van Trussell, she's online right now. Shout out to Felicia Sims online right now. And of course, Ms. Denisha, who's here with me live on the call. If you are in Clean Biz Network, make sure you just simply click the link right here to join us. All right, and I'm on live with you. Come up and ask me any questions. So let's go ahead and get it rolling, all right? First off, announcement before I jump into that. So you already know the announcements, the regular old ones that I got for now, which is simply we got these new tabs added on right here. You can click here, get some support. So we got a phone number you can call and talk to Miss Anna if you need any help as far as navigating the app or with your account or anything. You hit us up with support. We can help you there. We got business credit. If you want to apply for a business credit card, American Express, you can get the gold one, you can get the platinum one. I recommend getting both. You click here, one click of a button, you go up here and get some insurance instantly right online. And then also as a bookkeeper, in case you don't know how to do your own books, even if you should, because I teach you right here in the Clean Business Starter course, which is right here within the Clean Business Network. Or you just don't want to, you don't got the time, and you like me, because I got way too many transactions to keep trying to do it myself. So this is the bookkeeper that I use, and you can click that button and hire them as well yourself. All right. What else we got? If you click on the My Account tab, guess what you have? You have an affiliate link. So if you click on affiliate program, you click there, copy this link. This is your affiliate link. You share that to anybody that you think needs help with their cleaning business or want to start one, or you just think that this is a good group for them to be a part of. Share your affiliate link with them, all right? And they will be, you will get paid every single time that they pay. That they make a payment to Clean Business Network, you get 50% of that payment, all right? So it's a good way to add some residual income on top of your cleaning business, all right? Let's see, I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, we're good. All right, let's roll. Mr. Kevin Thomas says, would taking a few sales classes help in closing on walkthroughs? Well, of course it would. All right, but if I'm honest, what would help even more, if you ask me, would be simply to get out there and take some action, man. Like, it's already shown on my YouTube channel as well as inside the course, okay, how to get clients. You just got to go do it. You know what I mean? You got to pick up that phone. You got to go door to door. You got to buy some leads, but you just got to take some action. You know what I mean? Like a course sales class is going to help you. Any type of education or extra information, definitely take advantage of it, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at some point, you got to just do it. All right. Like, don't keep overthinking it. Don't make it seem like it's harder than what it is. We got plenty of people that close deals without an extra sales class. So don't feel like you need that. All right. Just go ahead and get it done. All right. What else we got? Let me go ahead and leave him my answer. About 5 minutes. What else we got? Bob Butler joining the group. Welcome to Adrian Casamani. All right, checking in. Ms. Colette says, can't explain that commercial clean was different. Felt like I grew another level. Shout out to Mr. AJ Simmons. I follow his cleaning format in the course. when the client saw me cleaning the cartwheels with the extended duster, she commented her previous cleaner never did that. Then I noticed her vent was dirty. I cleaned that. Basically did a deep clean for 5 hours, charged 4 because I want her to be a recurring client. That's how you get it. Like, go all in. If you ever get a chance, right? So if you wish, that's why, anyway. So if you ever get a client, right, and they hire you for a one-time service, you got to go in there and show your ass, because if you just go all in like Ms. Carlette just did right here, you open up the door to a chance to get them as a recurring client now, right? And see, with our lead generation service, we promise you commercial leads, right? And one of the things that we do is sometimes people be like, well, they want to hire us, but they only want one-time clean. Or sometimes they'll tell us over the phone, I tell my salespeople that they are interested in the quote, but they only want one time. What we'll do is, if we know that up front, we'll still send that to you, but we get that one to you for free, and we'll try to get you another one, right? But honestly, if I'm you, I'm taking advantage of that one-time clean, even if you don't like one-time cleans, you want to recurring, and do exactly what Ms. Colette just did. So a huge lesson that, and also even for the ones that you get for for recurring service. What me and my wife used to do is we would go in there and go all out on that first clean. Even if they didn't pay for a deep clean, we gave it to them anyway. Just wanted to go that extra mile, right? That way, when they after they see that first clean, they see that we in there now, like they can see a drastic difference between the cleaners that was in there before us and the ones that they have now, which is us, right? So that way we setting ourselves up to get on their good side. They're gonna automatically start giving us the benefit of the doubt. So that way, if we miss something, it's like they'll just ignore it. They ain't gonna sit there because they got confidence in us now that, all right, next time they're gonna get it, right? But you definitely want to always put your best foot forward and try to stand out as soon as possible and as much as possible to gain that trust between you and the client. Our contract says anything over 2 hours has to be authorized by client. I did that because she said her previous cleaner was charging for the time he wasn't working. She authorized 3 hours before the clean after I started. It's really dirty, the mistake. I did a virtual walkthrough, didn't know how dirty it was. I gifted 1 hour and gave her the option. That's what's up. Shout out to Ms. Colette. All right. Mr. Now Frazier says, say CBN family, if somebody could, how would you quote these apartments for move out cleaning? They want the inside appliance and windows done. Okay. Also post construction clean with just windows. And you can see the windows in the floor plan. All right, so all I would simply do is get the square footage, which look like it's right here. See if we can zoom that in a bit. There we go. So 1243. That's 1224, and that's 8 something. All right, 995. Bam. Okay, so I'm not gonna do each one of these too many different floor plans, but here's what I'll do. Move that out the way and get me out of here. All right, but let's go ahead and go to the special service calculator. All right. And what I would do, this sounds like a post-construction job, not just a move out clean. All right. So what I would do is, because they brand new, is what it looked like. So what I would do is I would go to the post-construction section of the calculator. I will post in the square footage for each particular layout. So let's say one was 889. I'm charging that for that particular unit. Then the one was like, I think 1235 or something like that. I'm charging that for those units, right? And then every time, each time, like you do a unit and you get done, let's just say you billing them every 5 that you do, or you billing them each week that you get some done. I don't know exactly what y'all work schedule is on it, but basically just invoice them for each particular unit that you do, and you charge them per square foot for each different type of unit. All right, so that's what I would do on that. And let me put this here. About 10 minutes in. All right, but congrats on closing this deal. I already know you're about to get it. And just make sure you use the special service proposal right here. If you're not comfortable with this one, then you can use the offline version as well and customize it a little bit more with the offline version. All right, what's up, Derek? I see you checking in. Appreciate you joining us once again this morning. You already know how I go. If you got anything you want to add, just unmute yourself. All right.
Hey, AJ, how you doing?
All right, how about yourself? I forgot it.
All right, listen, I got a question for you.
Okay.
I got a lead bidding appointment for next week. And
Okay.
on the call that the confirmation call that you all do,
Yeah.
the owner was asking for it to remind her a day before. So will you all do that, or I know you said don't keep calling them. Should I do that, or you all gonna contact her?
Since they said that, I think you should do it. But let's make sure that actually, let me ask you this: do you want to do it, or do you prefer us to do it?
I mean, yeah, I'd rather do it.
Okay, I prefer you do it too, just because you're gonna want us gonna go meet them anyway. That way, if they need to change the time, you can do it based off of your schedule. So you do it, but email Bill and let her know that you're gonna do it, so they don't need to follow up. And you can email admin@cleanbusinessnetwork.com.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Yep. And again, if you get any problems, you already know. Just follow up with her and y'all sort it out.
All right.
All right, what else we got? Trayana Jefferson says, I got my first walkthrough after taking some time off due to injury. I would love to land my first contract since returning, and I've attached a scope of work, and I'm scheduled to visit the facility tomorrow. Thanks in advance. All right, so you got a walkthrough and you basically just trying to get it. All right, this is it right here. Let's see what you got. Total square feet is 3,264 square feet. It requires stripping and waxing. Okay, no equipment provided by, oh, this is a government contract? Okay. Contractor must comply. Bio-based materials. This is not all inclusive. Okay, so all purpose cleaner is fine, cool. So we're gonna use that anyway. And then they basically just give you instruction on what they want you to use for the job. So any one of these or any combination of these will work. So that's fine. We got the square footage. Let's see what else they got to add to this. All right, janitorial service in area. Is this recurring? That's what I want to see. Every 2 months, but all right. Janitorial services area. Hours of service Tuesday excluding holidays between the hours of 8 and 4:30. Okay, services shall be performed during office hours with the least amount of disruption to personnel working. Weekly requirements. Once a day. Carpet washings every 2 months. Damn white. Annually. Shampoo, strip and wax. All right, total square feet is that. All right, here's one thing that I'm trying to figure out, but we can help you out here. I might just do it both ways for you. No equipment provided by the government. That's the same old thing. And this is the beginning. Okay. All right, so look like we got here is a weekly clean every Tuesday from, and see, this says Tuesday holiday between the hours of 8 and 4:30. So what I want to know is, do they need you there for a shift from 8 to 4:30, or are they asking you that? Are they telling you that's the window that you have? As long as you get it done, whatever that's on that scope of work, you got, and between those hours, you can come anytime you want to between those hours on a Tuesday. I think that's what it is, because it shouldn't take you no damn 8 hours to do no 3,000 square foot facility. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with that based on that. All right, so you collecting trash, you can replace the liners if they need to be changed. You're gonna clean and disinfect the restrooms. You're going to clean the break room. All right, you're gonna sweep the entrances. You're gonna do spot cleaning, all the basics basically. I'm trying to look for anything that's not normal stuff. All non-carpeted surfaces should be, yep, same old, wash inside and out. Now, what is this? Wash inside and out, or steam clean trash cans used for collection of food. Now that's a little bit, that one's a little bit extra right there. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just slow down the production rate for this particular thing here. We're gonna come over here to this commercial calculator here. And we're gonna go ahead and get to work. Actually, before we do that, let's go back to the special one first. Let's get that strip and wax part out of the way. So every single, year? So every 2 months, you're gonna do, what is this, damn white? Set the cool, so that ain't nothing. Annually though, this is what I'm looking for. So shampoo the carpets, and they didn't say how many square feet. And then they want you to strip and wax, okay? And then clean inside and out of light fixtures, such as emergency exit lights. Okay, but, so let's go here and let's go square feet of the tile that requires strip and waxing. Back. So all we gotta do is, let's get this calculator out here. The total square foot was 3264. Calculator go 3264 minus, and they said it was, damn, what did I do with it? Right here, 234. Okay, so minus 234. So you got 3,030 square foot worth of the carpet is what I'm assuming, right? So let's make a note of this somewhere. So let's put it right up here. So 3,030 is carpet. And then 234 is tile, okay? So we're gonna put that tile number in the strip and wax section. All right, 234. Now look at this. The price is $93. You know damn well we're not charging no $93 for no strip and wax. So in this case, what you have to do is you got to use your common sense and actually show that on the commercial calculator, but I don't put it here. But basically what you have to do is you got to have a minimum for any service, right? So any service that comes out to less than $200, you got to just wing it. Like, what is your in-house minimum? Well, how do you come up with your in-house minimum? You got to like figure out, okay, if you renting a machine, how much is it gonna cost you to rent a machine, right? If you paying some people, how much that gonna cost, and then you add all of that together, put some profit on top of it, and that's what you charge, right? So for this, what is your minimum? I would say your minimum is $200. Let's put that $200 there. And then for the carpet, where's your carpet at? Your carpet was 3,000, so we're gonna put that in the the bonding method. So 3,030 for 757. So this is what we're gonna charge them every year, and I need to note this somewhere. So 757 and 200. All right, so basically 200 was 200 plus 757. It's 957, right? All right, bam. So an extra 957 every single year for those one-time services that they want once a year. Where was that section at? Annually, bam. So they want that done. And then also they want you to clean the inside and outside of the light fixtures, such as emergency exits, lights, blinds, canopy. That's a lot of shit. So this right here, though, you just gotta what they call workload. So you gotta figure out how many of them. I haven't seen the build. I don't know how many light fixtures they got, how many emergency exits and all of that. So you just gotta figure out how long is that gonna take you, and then multiply that times whatever you want to charge per hour. So if your going rate is, remember for me to keep that 957 noted somewhere. Let me put it here for now. 957. All right, that's what we're charging for the tile and the carpet. All right. Then you're gonna come back and you want to do that part where they want you to do the all this deep cleaning stuff. All right. So what you want to do is, let's just say that's gonna take you an extra 2 hours to do. And this is only every year, right? So 2 hours times how much are you gonna pay your people, right? $15? I don't know. All right, we say $15. All right. So if you're paying them $15 and you want to charge at least 30, right? So we'll say 2 hours times 30, extra 60. So 60 plus the 957 that we said we was already gonna charge, right? So 957 plus 60. Bam. And you're talking about an extra $1,000 every single year to go in there and do that deep clean. That's what I would do. Now, this is on top of your normal bid, okay? So now we got to do the regular price for the regular actual recurring service. So keep that in mind. Let's go to the calculator. Let's go to the commercial calculator and let's go ahead and figure that out. All right. So let's come down here to, and we knew it was it was 3,030 is carpet. 234 is tile. All right. Tums, we don't know. Do we know? I don't think we know. Yeah, we don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to, what's this right here? Wait a minute, we might do know. Tile, 4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, and a break room. So let's just say, since this building is not that big, a 3,000 square foot building, so each bathroom I'm going to assume is a 1-stall bathroom. Maybe let's say they're 2 stalls. So 2 stalls, 2 sinks, 2 mirrors. So what we got? 2, 4, 6. And what is it? 2, 4, 6. That's about it, right? So 2, 4, 6, and then we do 6 times 2 because it's gonna be at least 2 of those bathrooms. So that'll be 12, and then we got break room. We'll say there's another 4 fixtures in there. So let's just say 10 tons. All right, so 10 tons. And again, I'm winging it because the person who posted this didn't give me all the exact details. I mean, that scope of work is something, but also too, and when you do, actually she said she's going to the walkthrough today, so that's why she couldn't provide it. But we doing it based off of what was provided so far. And that's another thing too, y'all. Don't ever feel pressured to come up with the price before you do the walkthrough. So most of the time, if somebody posts me details about a job before they even did the walkthrough, I tell them I'm not telling them anything until they do the walkthrough. Because you really don't know anything until you do the walkthrough, right? But I'm just gonna go ahead and do this just for a fun exercise anyway. All right. So now we're saying that the facility is gonna take about an hour and a half for one person to do. I'm gonna round it up to 2 just because I like to do that and be safe about it, especially since I haven't seen it, right? We're gonna lower that down to 15. I don't know what you pay your worker. Whatever you pay your worker, maybe you pay your worker 20, right? But the purpose of putting this in here is so you can get what your actual rate to charge a customer is, okay? If you pay your people 10, the calculator gonna tell you how much you charge, right? But it's just up to you to figure out how much you pay your people, all right? So let's just say you pay them $15 an hour. We're gonna roll with that. You go on once a week. And actually, I think it is one more section in there that I left out that they want you to do too, which was every 2 months. They want you to damp white restroom, waste paper receptacle, stall partitions. Yeah, so basically, honestly, if you clean like I do, this stuff you're gonna just do at least once a week anyway. So I'm not even gonna factor that into it. And it's bad. I already rounded up the hours anyway, so that's already basically included in my price that I'm doing. So we're gonna roll with that. All right. So you're looking at about 286 is what we're looking at per month. This is monthly, okay? Monthly charge to the customer. All right. Now, if you get somebody else to do it, you're paying them 150, you leave them with about 50% profit margin on it. All right. It's not a big building. And let's do the math, right? So if you're trying to figure out, wait a minute, is that enough money? Well, let's just do the math on it. It's gonna take you 2 hours to do it. How much you can pay somebody else to do it? You're paying $15 an hour, right? So 15. So $30 every time they go, times 4.33 weeks in the month, or we'll just say times 5, just in case they go 5 times that month, right? 150, just like the calculator said, right? So 250 minus 286. I'm doing it backwards, but I'm gonna make this a positive number. So it's a difference of profit of $136, which is basically close to what the calculator said too, right? I'm working with whole numbers on this basic calculator to show you how I check it. But this calculator is more accurate because it adds in all of these different things in it, all right? And it shows you the percentage and all of that. So this is what I would probably go. If you don't like that number, maybe round up to 295, 300, but this is it. All right, so this is what I'm looking like. And let me go ahead and put my answer here. And then once Trayana actually goes through the walkthrough, then she'll know a little more details and everything, and she can really make a more accurate decision on what to do. Go to about. All right, what else we got? Diego says, hey, CBN fam. So I have, and by the way, let me just go over that because I hear this a lot too. So somebody might look at this, right? And they say, wait a minute, you go in there once a week and you only charging that. The calculator seemed like it don't charge enough, right? Let me explain this. The calculator only gives out what you put into it. The calculator it can't charge low. You got it? Like it can't charge high or low. It only charges what you tell it to. So what is it based off? It's based off of the number of days per week you tell it that you're gonna go. It's based off of the hourly rate that you're saying that you're gonna charge to the customer. And it's based off of the time you're saying that it's gonna take each time you go. So if any time, that time is based off of your production rate. So if you don't know your production rate, then your number's gonna be off, right? If you don't know certain things, if you don't know what to charge per hour, your number's gonna be off. But the calculator itself is just a calculator. It's no different than this calculator. It's just like a scientific calculator. It's a little more advanced. But it can't be wrong. Like if you're wrong with the information that you put into it, I just want to make sure that's clear. It's a calculator, okay? It only gives you back what you put into it. All right, Diego says, so I have this account who hasn't paid me in the last 2 months. Now this ain't good. Paid me in almost 2 months. It's not a bad place to clean. And I emailed not a bad place to clean. And I emailed and this, okay, but I see what you're saying. And I emailed and this is what she replied to me. Even though in the terms of service, it says they may cancel only due to poor service. Do I just let the account go or do I try to tell her something? Let's see what she said. This is a formal notice that we will be discontinuing services temporarily as stated in the terms of service attached below. Services will not be rendered until payment is received. This is something we didn't want to do. and have been trying to avoid, but some invoices are paid. Okay, that's a good email. I understand, Diego. I think it's best to part ways for now. I will be in touch if we would like to continue services. Please let us know. Please let us know when you receive payment in full so that I may close the account. So what it sounds like to me is they're struggling financially, honestly. I mean, I had that happen to me before. Like the guy, he was ducking us, he was hiding, he didn't want to, know what I mean, like fix the music. Like it happens, all right. Same way that people struggle to pay their bills, businesses do too. Believe it or not, even though they got these nice, pretty office buildings, it looks like everything okay, but sometimes it just ain't. Okay. And that's what it sounds like what it is here. It do sound like she's trying to go ahead and still pay off what they owe. And the fact that she said she'll reach out to let you know if they want to continue, that tell you right there it's probably not true. All right, because she wouldn't even say that if it was a problem with the way that you're cleaning anything. So honestly, son, they got financial hardships going on. I think you handled it right by discontinuing services, as you already showed them in your term of service from day one that you would do that if they don't pay. So I think you did the right thing, and just make sure you keep pressing them for that money till you get it too. See what we got in here. If they sign the service, it's illegally binding and hold them illegally binding. And you keep chasing them and all that. Like I said, definitely follow up with and get your money, but at the end of the day, you don't want to keep going on with a customer that ain't paying you, right? So you did already what you could do, and just make sure that check coming. The check don't come within this week, then go ahead and follow back up with one again. Go up there. A lot of times we used to have to go up there and go get the check in person, right? Sometimes you got to do that. All right, go to. Almost 30 minutes in. It's about 27 minutes in. All right, what else we got? This is from yesterday's call, so we might be caught up. Hey, check out my website, Gather and Gather with this link. Let's check it out. Looking good. Let's see what he built it with. Let's see if they use Wix yep, they did. They use Wix. So that means that they use the starter course more than likely. So shout out to them. And look, got the real pictures up there, not no stock stuff. I love it. All right. So let's go ahead and let's break this down. I like the fact that you can book online, capitalize that M in merch, but you're good on that. I'm sure you meant to fix that. Now you already know what you got to do here, and I show you how to do it in the course, how to get your custom email set up. So make sure you get that set up. You don't want no Gmail on there. But I love the logo. I mean, the website looking good already. I like this. Now, what I would do instead is do a better call to action. So instead of contact, put get a free quote, get a free estimate, but put something a little more inviting to them, right? And then also I like to put more action words like now, right? Or today, you know what I mean? So do that type of stuff. You'd be surprised how much a simple tweak like that can work. Another call to action, learn more, right? So I love that. Another one, not no stock picture, but actual real pictures. I love it. All right, cleaning services, what we do, you can count on us. Looking good. So this one, you see the image ain't as clear, so you might want to just take a better picture with it. You can do it with your phone, but just make sure it's a little more clear, but looking good there. All right, I love it though. See, now you got the stock pictures there, but at least you got some real ones. You know what I mean? The real ones really get people's attention. You know what I mean? So I really prefer those. And I'm saying this as a guy that's guilty of using stock pictures sometimes, but I'm just telling you, I know for a fact the real ones work better. All right, I ain't mad at none of this. Yep, looking good, man. I love the website. If you did it by yourself, good job, for sure. All right, and then just update the copyright too on your footer here. But yeah, you good to go. And also you can get rid of this created by Wix stuff too. I will get rid of all of that. But looking good. All right, what else we got? This is from yesterday. Yeah, so we caught up from yesterday, y'all. So anyway, I appreciate everybody for joining on, man. I'm gonna look at YouTube and see if anything jumps out to me over here before we wrap it up. Even though y'all need to be in Clean Biz Network, so that way y'all can be up here like Miss Denisha and Mr. Derek is over here and actually unmute yourself and talk directly to me, right? Let's see what we got. I see Chavar. Shout out to you, guy. Who I was actually consulting with when I was working for Jan Pro, and he was a franchise owner. All right. And I see you bought a lead the other day too, so I appreciate that. Good morning. I purchased my package. Still haven't got to receive the link to the course yet. That's because you didn't follow the directions after you purchased it, right? So email me, aj@cleanbusinessnetwork.com. On that thank you page, actually, don't email me. Go to support. She'll show you how to do it, and she's quicker than I am. You can call her too. It's 904-490-0118, and she'll walk you through how to get the link to get in the course and in the group and all of that. All right, what else we got?
Question.
Hey, what's up, Denise?
I wanted to see where I was in the queue for my lead.
Let's check it out. Let's see what you got. Lead master list. Let's see what we got. Which you got? You just bought one right out straight out?
I
Started kit or anything, right? I see you right here. You are. So you bought 10. Did you get all 9? Like we sent you 9 so far. We owe you one more. You wait for that last one?
exactly. I was just
Okay,
curious.
perfect. Perfect. Like they're working on it now though, because it's in blue, but I'm gonna pull up your actual sheet and see. Let's see what we got. Nothing pending. So they probably just still calling on it right now. That's what it looked like. How long have you been waiting for that last one? Has it been a while?
Yeah, it's been a while, but not like a month or anything. So
Okay,
it's
perfect. Okay, perfect. I'll still put a bug in the ear though. Just let them know, hey, go ahead and finish her up.
thank you.
Ain't no problem. All right, what else we got? How do you measure the building? I don't think I got a YouTube video on that, but I do got that covered in the course. So you should just join us, $49, right? So go to calculatorclean.net or download the app, go to pricing. It's $49. Even if you don't want to keep paying it every month, just pay for that first month, take the course, and now you'll know how to do it. All right. And that course used to be $4.99, but it's in the course. As long as you get in Clean Business Network, you get it. All right, and what else we got? I just lost $7,000 on my contract due to someone coming in a grand cheaper, about sick of the clean industry. Well, if I'm honest with you, as long as you keep a good relationship with your customer and you also have good cleaning to back it up, you put those two things together, it's very hard for somebody to come in there and undercut you on price. Even if they do come in there and they got a better price than you and the customer likes it, if you got a good relationship with them and you can clean well, guess what they'll do? They'll come to you and be like, hey, AJ, we really want to keep you guys, but we did get this bid from Jan Pro over there or Janet King over there, and they told us 5,000, you charge them 6. Can you kind of meet us in the middle somewhere? Can you match that? Something like that, right? And then bam. I mean, then bam, you in there. So you just basically try to meet them at that price, or you can explain to them, hey, can you show me that scope of work? What are they planning on doing for that price? Maybe they only doing this, and that, but you doing this, and that. So it's like they got to remember too, they want to keep that standard that you provide. And if you provide a good quality standard, then I mean, let's see what else we got.
I have another question, AJ.
What's up, Denise?
So in regards to what you're saying about the whole contract situation, so say for example, you have like a potential client that's paying $1,000 for 6 times a week to clean a gym, right?
Okay.
And they're saying they want to go down to 3 days a week, and of course they want to pay half that price, which makes sense. But it's like, how do you, I guess, pay your workers in a way that it makes sense? That's one of my questions. So I'll let you answer that, and then I'll ask the second, and I'll be done.
Okay, perfect. So if the half price does not make sense for you, and you explain to them that it doesn't, and you show them the math on how it doesn't. So you don't necessarily got to break down everything, but just let them know, look, it's costing me X amount of dollars in order for me to provide this particular service, right? Because typically what you might have done, I'm going to guess and say, since they was what? You say 6 days a week or 7 days a week, 5 days a week?
6 days a week,
Right. So if they were 6 days a week, a lot of times, like I do, you might have did it too, is we'll lower, like we'll kind of discount a little bit since the number's gonna be big. And you can explain that to them too. Like once you get to 5 days and up, we kind of lower what we charge per hour, or we lower whatever. Right? Really, what you charge per hour, that's really the best way to explain it, right? But then once it gets below 5, the numbers aren't as affordable because the frequency decreases. Therefore, we have to charge what it really is, because we got to make sure that our cleaners are getting paid properly in order for them to do the work properly. So I would just have that conversation with her, but make sure though that the math makes sense. So if you can afford these people right now, so what are you charging right now again? You said $1,000 a week?
Yeah, 1,000 a month. No, this is 1,000 a month. They're paying their current cleaning company. This is a potential client.
Okay.
So
You don't have my bad. Okay.
Right. So right now they're paying 1,000 a month, and the current cleaning company is coming 6 days a week. I don't understand how they make that profit, but that's what they're paying right now.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: so are they happy with them?
They're not happy with them at all.
And that's where you just got to sell them on that. Then, like you got to sell them on their pain points. So they already admitted to you that they're not happy with them, and then you explain it. Not get it as low as you can get it, right? But just explain to them this is the lowest I can go, but. Mm-hmm. In order for me to do everything that you want us to do within this scope of work,
right,
it has to be this particular price because in order for me to pay somebody, I mean, you see what I'm saying? So you got to break it down to them now. And so it's almost like, so if they paying somebody, let's do the math on it. So $1,000 a month divided by 4.33 weeks in a month, and then divided by 6. So they're getting $38 a visit. And then how long do you think it'll take to clean that building each visit?
2 hours.
Okay, so we divide that by 2, and that's the problem right there because they only charging the customer $19 an hour. How they gonna pay somebody else out of it? So if they charging the customer 19, then you probably they probably paying the people what 12 or 10 or whatever an hour, right? So you just want to kind of play off of that and be like, in order for us to really like get you the quality, because they rush it, they try to make a better profit. They probably getting out of there in an hour and a half, you know what I mean? But that's why the cleaning ain't good. So if you just explaining to them like while we want to stay competitive, but this is the lowest we can go because we understand it's going to take the full 2 hours to do it. We're not going to rush through it, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, just tell them on that.
So, okay. And this is the kicker part. So I spoke with the GM today, and he was basically saying that he wants to have us service all 9 of the facilities they have. But of course, I have to get my foot in the door for the first, basically I have to make the price make sense to get in the door. So I'm trying to think what would be your approach on something like that.
Same thing, because you want those 9, right? But you I mean, but so let me ask you this: are all those buildings the same size?
Approximately.
Probably right, approximately that. So what are you paying your people an hour?
So the thing is I was going to contract it out. So I was going to try to find that big number and then try to split it like that 80-20, so that makes sense. Because if, say, for example, we're doing all 9 of them, I can have that same crew do all 9, and the compensation will be a lot better because they're not just doing that one for that little bit of money. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if
this
that makes
what I would do.
Tricky.
Because what it is, because whatever you do, the way I do it, I always bring everything back to the numbers, and I try to go to the lowest numbers possible, which is per hour, right? So even subcontracting, we still got to know what per hour, what that rate is. Like even though you're paying them a certain amount, you're not paying them hourly, but it's got to be a certain amount based off of hourly rate. So you see what I'm saying? So what I would want to do is find a subcontractor who is a solopreneur,
right?
That's satisfied with being there, right? And a lot of times those solopreneurs, number one, they don't know how to do the math. Sorry, but it is what it is. Not taking advantage of you, but I'm just providing you. I'm providing you with what you want. You wanted this job, right? Because they don't even know how to do the math and break it down. So you just give them what they want. Okay. So what they want is they want that 15 times 6 days a week times 4.33. Did I do that right? I don't think
let's do 3 weeks because that's
$15 an hour times 2. I skipped it too. Okay. $15 an hour times 2 hours. $15 an hour times 2 hours per visit times 30 equals $30 per visit. All right. Now $30 times 6 days a week. Okay. Times 4.33 weeks in a month. That's the number they're looking at. They want that 880, that 800, whatever it is, right? Round it up. So you offer them the 800 to go in there to clean the building, 2 hours a night?
Right.
If they bite on that, they bite on that. Now you got to figure out, okay, now if I pay somebody else 800, how much? Because right now they're getting 1,000. You don't want 200. That's 20%, but we want to at least get up to 30, 35, somewhere around there. So if you want 30, 35, all right, but maybe we'll go 350 plus the 800, right? Actually, We did say 800, so we probably can do a little more than that. But anyway, so that might work. So 1150. So we had 1150. So let's just say you profit 350. 350 divided by 1150. And right now, what I'm trying to do is find a profit margin. So that's 30%. That's just at 30%.
Okay.
That would be my bare minimum. So I would go in at 1150, pay somebody else 800 to do it. Then I make 350 per building, 350 times 9. Then you're making a pass of 3150 a month.
Got you. So check this out. It was 3 times a week for like, okay, their current company they use is Monday through, well, it's 6 days a week. But for us, the quote they're looking for is for 3 days a week. For the amount of the month, 550.
Okay, so they want 550 a month for 3 times a week.
Okay. Horrible.
That's usually about 12 cleans per month. All right, 12. Actually, let's do the math on it. So let's do 3 times 4.33. So about 12, 13. So we'll base it off of 13 cleanings a month. All right, so 13 cleanings per month. All right, no. Let's start here. Let's do what I said, $15 an hour times 2. Okay, 30 times 13. 390. And if you pay, so they gave you 550. And actually, let's not do 390. Let's round it up to 400. So 400 minus 550, you're looking at 150 per building. So 150 divided by 550. Yes, that's still a little bit less than 30%. I mean, a little bit less than 30%. So what I would do is maybe let's go 650 minus, pay somebody else 400 to do it. You get 250 divided by 650. You're looking at more about 38. So around about 650, somewhere between 600 and 650 is what I would try to go, but that ain't gonna work. I'm sitting here thinking about, ain't nobody going to do that for no 250. I wouldn't. Maybe somebody would, but I wouldn't.
The company is only willing to go as low as 550 because they're already paying for 6 days a week. So they want to do 3. So they're only trying to do half, really, and $50 extra on what they're paying.
Right. And I get it what they trying to do, but at the end of the day, if they want you know what I mean? If they want quality, or like I said, or if we give them the number that they want, then we got to take some shit out that's gonna work then. You know what I mean? So maybe we ain't vacuuming every time, or maybe we ain't dusting every time, but something got to go out of that scope of work so we can make that 2 hours turn into 1 hour every visit.
Right. I think the job could be done within an hour. I just to give it flexibility, but I believe it can be done in an hour. It's not that big. Okay. And yeah, they're not really requiring a lot.
In that case, let's base it off an hour and a half then and see if that works. So 15 times an hour and a half. So basically we'll say we pay somebody $25 per visit to go. They're going 13 times a month, $325. Okay, that's better. And then if they want 550 minus 325, that's good, yeah. And then divided by 550, 40%. Yeah, see, that's good. So if you can get somebody to go in there and tell them you pay them $25 per visit, if it only take them, let's just say it really do take them an hour to do it, they're making $25 an hour. If it take them an hour and a half, divided by 1.5, then they making $16.66, which ain't bad. I mean, most people make $15 an hour to clean anyway. So I would do it as long as you can find somebody to take what I said, 300. What I said? If you can pay somebody else 300 a month to do it, $25 a visit basically. So what was that? 25 a visit times 13. 325. So if you can find somebody to take 325 a month to do it, which is basically $25 a visit. So I wouldn't frame it to a sub as $25 a visit. I would frame, actually it depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to somebody that ain't even in business and they just a freelancer, that $25 a visit sounds good to them because people want quick money. But if you got an actual subcontractor that's a little more advanced, I would frame it to them as $325 a month. And then if they a little iffy about it, that's when you do the 325 and divide it by whatever and show them, well, it's still $25 a visit, right? So that's how I would kind of frame it to them and then see if they bite on it. You might have to hit up a couple of different subs until you find the right one, but I would try to go on like that, but I wouldn't propose that to them or agree to that with the customer until you can find a sub that's actually willing to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because even the proposal of possible all 9 of them. Well, what do you think? That would be kind of icing on the cake for that conversation.
Exactly, because you making a pass of what, I think 250, so what we said, 550 minus
Mhm.
325. So you're making a pass of 225 times 9. I'm pointing out what you're gonna be making. Let me show what they're gonna be making. So they making what, 325 times 9. There you go. You're right. That is, and I completely forgot about that part. So if you propose it to them with all 9, somebody definitely taking that because they're looking at that number. Now,
Right.
hopefully,
Mhm.
I was gonna say, hopefully these buildings are not too far from each other because that could make or break the deal too.
Oh God. Go ahead.
See, because if the same person gonna do it, that could make the difference. Now, if half of them close, maybe you give one person half and get the other person another half. That could help with that. But yeah, that's definitely gonna be something that you want to consider too.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Ain't no problem. All right, what else we got? I saw something over here that I wanted to get to. 15 right here. So you said you bought the kit. So you should have access. So if you already got access to the course, then make sure you go into the course, go through the walkthrough section and look at how to bid. All right, look at that section right there. 2-3 days a week is a better profit margin. Yeah, it is. And actually, when I did the math, it showed it went from what 30% to 40%. Also, 2,000 square feet and under is a better profit margin than used. For sure, the margins are better. It's just the check is better. 100% core, 100%. And like I tell people, even with the residential, the profit margins are better with residential, but it's just that the checks are bigger with commercial, and it's easier to scale because it's typically recurring Monday through Friday or something like that versus every week or every 2 weeks and all of that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, y'all. Derek, you got anything before we go? I got Mr. Nisha been rolling with us today, getting us some action. You know what I mean? But other than that, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up. I see that the YouTube chat slowed down a little bit too. But I appreciate everybody that hopped on. We do these every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, 10:30 Eastern time, y'all. It's not on YouTube though. Every now and then I pop on YouTube just to give y'all a dose of what we doing here. But this is only for Clean Biz Network members. It says calculated clean, they the same thing. Okay, Clean Biz Network, calculated clean, exact same thing. All right, you can download the app or you can go to cleanbiznetwork.com and join us there. All right, I'm AJ